And then the media, you guys, is actually labeling them as sex workers. So, sex workers as in like, the pay per minute video chat rooms that they had that was really popular kind of before OnlyFans. And then you had the 900 number sex operator thing. And then you had like the bunny ranch going on. So whatever it is type of sex workers, then you just have flat out prostitution. And this is La News 3, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. And in this episode, I will actually be discussing that OnlyFans will actually be banning sexually explicit content effective October 1st, 2021. So, you guys know where to reach me at all social media platforms, including all podcasting and YouTube platforms as well, at La News 3, LMFierceReview at gmail.com to reach out to me in regards to business inquiries. So, now, in regards to this OnlyFans situation, so I don't know what everybody is going to do, considering the fact, as far as the people that are paying for it and the people that are receiving payment from it, if that makes sense. So, OnlyFans, as many of you know, for those of you that don't know, it is a subscription-based platform that people can choose to view and see or obtain, rather, whatever type of content that they prefer. A lot of that, the majority of, is actually sexually explicit content. So, they actually built their popularity on the sexually explicit content part of it all since it pretty much launched. Now, they do have 130 million users and 2 million content creators right now. They actually blame the pandemic, though, for the reason that people turn to OnlyFans to make money, sharing like pornographic or sexual content to get by, like, pay the bills, do whatever. And then the media, you guys, is actually labeling them as sex workers. So, sex workers as in like, the pay per minute video chat rooms that they had that was really popular kind of before OnlyFans. And then you had the 900 number sex operator thing. And then you had like the bunny ranch going on. So whatever it is type of sex workers, then you just have flat out prostitution. But depends on if it's legal or illegal, depend on what state you're in and what's going on. However, the sex workers, as they call it, actually are complaining that it makes their job harder and unsafe, considering that they now have to go further underground, they say, in order to hide out from the dangerous people or the bad situations that may be in that comes with being a sex worker, as they would say. Their words, not mine. Go figure. Now, the reason, though, is because Visa and MasterCard actually, at one point in time, they have a little bit more control than people think. But they actually, not too long ago, terminated Pornhub's access to be able to receive payments from Visa and MasterCard, and they only were able to accept Bitcoin and electronic payments. Tell me if that didn't shut some shit down, okay? If they didn't make a statement with that, because what you gonna do? For those of you that don't know, Visa and MasterCard are actually payment processors. So they're actually not, the bank is actually what handles your money. And Visa and MasterCard run those payments or communicate between the merchant and your bank on if those funds are there or if that transaction is going to be covered. And there's a lot more to it that go on in the background. But Visa and MasterCard are just simply your payment processors. That's why they can't answer any of your banking questions in regards to statements or benefits or whatnot. So, now, Pornhub actually had to agree to verify ages by requesting IDs and a selfie of the sex workers and the uploaders. So the people that upload the content also have a certain responsibility, as well as the people that are in the videos or in the content itself need to be of age. Okay, and they're kind of cracking down on that to make sure everyone is of age. Being we got a whole bunch of stuff going on where people are not. Got it? Alright, so and then also, if you guys didn't know, in 2015, Visa, MasterCard, and Amex terminated services to Backpage, we all remember Backpage. That was infamous when that shit got shut down. That's when I think everybody realized they wasn't playing. When Backpage did a little doop-de-doo bye-bye. Okay. And that was actually seized in 2018. So for 3 years, basically 2015 is Visa and MasterCard was like, hell no. In 2018 is when they actually got indicted for sex trafficking and allowing prostitution. Okay, so Visa and MasterCard kind of put the halt on accepting those types of transactions, which banks know that, so they already have, when you usually get an account, they'll tell you what, or usually a merchant account, what type of businesses they accept or don't accept payments from, which are usually kind of shady or businesses with a high cash flow, as far as cash hand-to-hand transactions, as opposed to merchant processing, which can kind of be manipulated as far as the books. So that always, kind of was a thing. But if they shut down you being able to take those transactions, then it kind of makes it very difficult for you to run your business, and you'll be like Pornhub, stuck on only, Bitcoin and electronic payments. So for Backpages, that was 3 years of accepting no payments before they got indicted and shut down. Craigslist also ended up removing personal ads before having any issues, so that they could kind of avoid getting in the limelight with that. But in April, MasterCard did roll out a series of new requirements governing adult content transactions, like I was mentioning. So the bank generally says what MasterCard and Visa won't accept transactions for, so they try to limit their business dealings with certain type of businesses for that reason. And then the banks that connect merchants to our network, which this is what MasterCard stated, quote, the banks that connect merchants to our network will need to certify that the seller of adult content has effective controls in place to monitor, block, and where necessary, take down all illegal content. This is what's coming down now, and what's going to be expected of all businesses that have any kind of sexual content in relation to the business accepting transactions. So they're kind of determining what is and is not okay, kind of like I just did. If you guys are unfamiliar, I did just do a show on Apple and how they are taking pictures that you upload into the iCloud and also into your phone that are in your phone. I know those are generally encrypted, but they will decrypt them and send them to authorities if there is found to be any type of pornography, especially dealing with children. Well, child pornography or child sex trafficking of that nature, it will be reported. So those, I did do that. I'll put that link in the video as well, or in the description, so you guys can check that out for a little bit more information. But that is a thing that's happening, so keep an eye out on the changes now in how you process payments. And what's allowed on social media. So now adult sites actually will have to offer now a complaint process that can address illegal or non-consensual content within 7 days, and offer ways to depict for people to depict in adult content, to request takedowns of that content. So if they're in a video and they have an issue with them being in that video, because whoever posted your ass is probably going to make money off of it somehow, and you just don't want your ass to be shown, you actually can. They're making it where these companies will have to be compliant and take it down if you request to have it taken down. And also, if they illegally, or you did some non-consensual content that you didn't approve of or don't even know was recorded, they give you 7 days for that. But you do have to know that your ass is posted somewhere in order for that to happen. I'm just saying. So that's what's coming down the pipe as far as changes. Now, the rights of payment processors and social media actually is very different too. I do want to let you guys know that, let's see, and they did sign a bill. Donald Trump did as well. So the signature as far as the bill is the SESTA/FOSTA, and that actually deals with sex trafficking as well. So Donald Trump signed that in office when he was in office. So and in regards to that, just like social media companies, payment processors are protected by Section 230 of the Communications Act of 1934, said in regards to that. So they reported that that is a thing. And that is Section 230, once again, for those that missed that. And that's the signature law that grants broad legal immunity to Facebook and Twitter for many of the content moderation decisions that they make. And that law was the law that I mentioned, the SESTA, and that amended to create an exception for sex ads. So, as far as Facebook and Twitter, they do have the right on any social media to decide what you can and cannot put on there. They also let you know when you upload your pictures and things like that, that then sometimes at some sites becomes their property. So you have to determine kind of what's yours and what's theirs and what they have the right of. But now in this, they're saying they have full rights to determine what they're going to have on their website or not. And then now it's going to fall more into laws in regards to sex trafficking and things of that nature as well. So in regards to OnlyFans, though, I don't know what you guys are going to do. OnlyFans will continue to operate. They're just going to allow certain types of, like regular nudity. But light nudity, it won't be anything that'll be like sex camera worthy, is what they're saying. Anything above just regularness or regular, regular stuff you will see. Not the sexually explicit stuff will be allowed, and that's probably going to be monitored as well. So I don't know what everybody's going to do about what's going to happen to their change or how they're going to spend their change. That depends on what end of the coin that you're on, but let me know what you guys think. This is Lala News 3, and thank you for watching another episode. And this is in regards to OnlyFans banning sexually explicit content effective October the 1st. And you guys know where to reach me at all social media platforms, Lala News 3. And I'm out.